Hello everyone. Reason you are here is you are in some way interested in a vintage LG2 3/4 size. This is a 1953 Gibson LG2 3/4. So out of the 12 people who will watch this, eventually probably like 9 of you don't care about this particular one. You just want to hear it, so I'll play first and then I'll talk about this one specifically. So this is kind of what it sounds like. Do a little strumming for you. Okay, so that's some of the sounds it makes. If you guys are wondering, this is not actually a recording studio. This is a sauna. I have children. This is the only place I can hide. And with this guitar, small enough you can fit inside a sauna. It's not on, by the way, in case that was an issue. Anyway, before we go any further, just want to say this video is sponsored by the iPhone. So you guys check that out if you haven't seen those before. Anyway, so this particular one is a 1953 Gibson LG2 3/4. It is 12.5 inches across this way, 9 something this way. Maybe it's like 12 3/4. It's around there. It's very small. 17 inches from here to here, and the whole thing is just over 3 feet. It's like 36.5 inches from the end to the end. Nut width is 1 9/16, so it's actually the same width as like the late 60s Gibson acoustic. So I had a J50 that was 1968, it had the same nut width. So it's very comfortable for being such a small guitar. A thicker neck would feel weird, I think. So it really fits the guitar, but it's actually not tiny. There's a lot of full-size guitars that have that same nut width, but it is skinnier than the 1 3/4 or the 1 11/16. This particular one I am selling. So about this one, it's got a crack going all the way through here. and one on the back, but when it's properly humidified, it's very narrow. You can't see through it at all. But it is there, and this has ladder bracing throughout. So the crack's not going anywhere, but it is what it is. That's what's going on with it. And it's got replaced tuners here, so it actually stays in tune. But I do have the original ones in the case if you'd prefer to put the original ones on, if you just don't like guitars that stay in tune. Anyway, but this does have like the, different tuners, but original ones are there. I think that's the only thing that's not original. I just put new strings on it. Obviously those aren't going to be original. I'm doing light Diodarios, I think, maybe phosphor bronze. So anyway, if you really like that sound, that's how I got it. Yeah, so overall it's a really, really comfortable guitar. It's still get that kind of vintage Gibson-y sound, but in a very small package. So if you're a small player, it's great. Or if you just want like a nice couch guitar or like a studio guitar, it's awesome. Like you could literally, I'm gonna turn this a little bit so you can, like this is not a very big space. I could just, I know, it's just very comfortable, very compact, but it still sounds really good. Don't worry about my legs there. I know I have great legs, but yeah, so very small. When you see it in person, it's like comically small compared to like a regular size guitar, but it packs a lot of punch. And this particular one is super playable. It's got a nice low action there. You can play all the way up. It doesn't need anything, it's just. Yeah, it's definitely not the kind of guitar that you have to stick to your cowboy chords, otherwise it starts fuzzing. You could play up and down the neck on this one. I don't know if all of them are like that, but this particular one's great. Someone should buy it from me because I have too many guitars. Here's what the back looks like. It's got some kind of beat up marks here, little cracks that looks like they've been repaired. And then you can't really even see it, but there is a crack that goes kind of from the middle all the way through. But like I said, when it's properly humidified, you can't see through at all. Like it's, I don't know, it just has a ton of mojo. It's just a really cool guitar. So, and I feel like I'm being very reasonable with the price. Some of these go for like $6,000. I don't know who's paying $6,000 for one of these, but if you pay me like half that, you could probably have it. So if you have any other questions, let me know. I think I kind of went over everything. It's a rad guitar. You'll be very happy to own it. You'll not be sorry if you own this guitar. Even if you don't own my guitar, if you just want to, if you've been interested in a little 3/4 LG2, they're super, super fun. It is weird. They do have ladder bracing, not X bracing, like an LG1, but they have the double binding, and that's just, they're called an LG2. So they're kind of in between an LG1 and LG2, I think. I'm not an expert, but that just seems, from what I've noticed. But it sounds really good. It sounds super good, very playable, awesome guitar. Anyway, thanks again. Once again, if you guys never heard of iPhone, you guys should check those out. This is who's sponsoring the video. Thanks, guys.